So let's jump right into this eye tutorial. First, I prime my eyebrows, guys. So I'm just brushing my brows in the direction that I would like it to go. I begin with tracing my natural brow. I started off with the lower part of my brow. I trace that to the end, and then I just start off the top part. I gotta make sure that it connects, you know. If you have smaller brows or you have less hair brows, you know, you can absolutely overdraw your brows to what you desire. Like, brows, it's fun because you create what you want. Even if you don't have that shape, you could create that shape. And in my case, I don't have to overdraw my brows that much. I mainly just have to fill it in because my brows are extremely thin. To my liking, it's thin. So I do a lot of light strokes and a lot of brushing. I don't, it depends. Sometimes I like my brows dark, sometimes I like them like looking natural. And the way that I achieve that is by brushing them continuously with light strokes. You know, don't draw harsh lines when you filling in your brows. Light strokes and continuously brush it. Just to see, you know, when you brush the product through, everything starts to even out. You get to see what areas you need to fill in. And that's just basically what I'm doing here. Don't worry about making a mistake because the concealer is going to clean it up. Concealer is going to be your best friend at this point. Towards the front of the brow, I like to brush, have the strokes going straight up. Brush your hair going straight up. Make it really light. So keep brushing through it. Another good technique is to use powder in the beginning of your brow too. It makes it look real natural. Okay, so here's my favorite part, concealing. So what you want to do is take one shade, 2 shades lighter than your complexion with a flat brush. I prefer a flat brush. And put some concealer right under your brow, okay? Not directly under, so leave some space so you can have some room to maneuver, okay? And what you want to do is just lay it flat and just like shape your brow out pretty much. You're gonna make a straight line. Take your time, please take your time. After you create that straight line, that shape that you want, take another brush and buff in all that product. You don't want a glump of concealer right under your brow, okay? For the top part, I normally use foundation. I just like a natural looking brow on the top and highlight it under the brow, if that makes sense. So yeah, I use my shade on top. Same thing. I lay the brush flat on my face and shape out my brow, and then I buff in with the same brush. I buff in that product until you don't know where it stops or begins pretty much. And you just look and make sure that your brow looks the way you want it to look, you know. Another pointer that I might add, like if it's too dark for you, take your spoolie or that brush and like put a little bit of concealer on it and like brush through your brow if you think it's too dark. If you think your brow is too thick, go in with that flat brush again and make your brows thinner. Like, concealer is your best friend. I know it's cliche saying, oh, practice make perfect, but it's true. Practice does make perfect, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel.